You're now listening to the show about the shit in life that's just a bit too much, from the perspective of stand-up comics. With our hosts, Carmelo Bongiovi and Ken Krantz. This week's topic, the Pod's Cast, with our guest, Waldo Maldonado. This is A Bit Too Much.
What have you been up to, man? What's going on?
Nothing.
Just what? Letterbox? Is that,
Nothing.
Is that your...
Yeah, a lot of movies. I've been homebody big time the past few months, so nothing at all.
Should have went to visit Scully a bit. He was just sitting here talking about being home, doing nothing with his fucking bum leg.
Yeah, and I went with him to the fair yesterday. We had a nice little fair trip. That was very cute, and it was
so
fireworks
cute.
night. Also,
Oh my god, what a great
fair?
date.
he didn't really care for the fireworks, but
What a dick.
I did.
What fair?
The Italian American fair, the one in it's Ocean, I guess, but it's technically Oakhurst, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so we went to that yesterday, but yeah, Scully's about the only person I've seen and hung out with in the past 3 or 4 months.
That's because he can't get away from
I
you.
think, and yeah, he can't run away.
He's hobbling and just shitting
He has no
himself everywhere
choice.
he goes.
Waldo just walks in, pulls up a seat, starts reviewing movies to him.
Started looking at going through all the reviews. Yeah, no, a whole lot of nothing. Been a fun 3 months.
We haven't been up to much better. I talked to him today. He's like, what's the reality show you're watching?
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but I would assume it's like all
I
those
don't love reality shows and like dating reality shows, and but the one I got into for a while was Love Is Blind, because it's just fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
And then there's another one called Ultimatum, which is like, and I feel like this show is like those two shows, even though I think it predates them, it's like those two shows married.
This show is almost like psychological horror. And
Is it a TLC show?
I don't
It
know
might as
where
well be.
I don't know where it started.
It has that vibe though, because I did watch a lot of it.
It probably, but
It sounds like a 90-day.
it's currently on Peacock.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a season on Netflix that is one of the single best seasons of reality television that I've ever watched.
The Chicago.
I just finished it today.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen a clip on TikTok. That's how I get every information.
So it's
video.
you could describe it.
It's complete strangers who you get married. Like you tell a matchmaker what
Before
you're
you meet
looking
them.
for. You literally meet
yeah.
them
At the altar.
You meet them at the altar.
Okay.
You have matchmakers in the
I
first
think
two
I've seen.
episodes.
I think I've seen an episode. Is there one episode? I believe it was a black couple, and the dude comes out, and I think it's the woman who just clearly is so not into the guy from the jump. It's like a black dude with like these glasses, like he's bald.
Yeah.
I think it was like viral on TikTok because everybody's like, "Oh, honey,
Yeah.
he don't like you."
She's taller than him, right?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah,
That
I think
happens in a lot of these
Did you see
shows,
that
though.
recently? Because that's
That was
That's the
I probably saw it
current.
last week.
Yeah.
I think the TikTok video
Yeah.
came up and
From that
everybody
show?
was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, honey, he don't like you at all." Like, and you could see on her face like she walks down the
Yeah.
aisle and she's just like, in pain.
It's my favorite part of Love Is Blind, because that concept is they meet behind they date people with a wall in front of them,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they don't see them, and then
Yeah.
they propose to whoever they pick, and then they meet in person, and they're engaged, and then
Right.
they have to like
What
prepare
a
for their
nightmare. What a
weddings.
fucking nightmare.
And then that happens all the time, where the doors open and they're like down this long fucking hallway, and they've got these automatic doors, and sometimes you could tell that the person's like, "Oh, you're hot," and sometimes they're like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
that is not what I was imagining."
Right.
Fuck, and they have these visceral reactions.
Yeah, I've never got into those shows, but based on like
This one's great,
content,
though.
it is
it's
the
gotta be good.
greatest thing.
I love that.
I've
Well,
ever.
I would eat that up.
They've got fucking vows, and I'm
So
like, "What are you talking?"
So your matchmaker sets you up. You meet your husband. So the groom is waiting first. You've got a mix of like his family and friends and her
Yeah,
family
right,
and friends. Whichever family is willing to come sit through this.
Yeah.
Because some of them's like, none of my family, like everyone thinks I'm insane. So
Fair.
They already thought I was a douchebag. and then
Really?
I asked them to come to this.
So you get legally married, and then they immediately send you on a honeymoon. And there's like 4 or 5 other couples that are doing this at the same time.
Okay.
And you go on a honeymoon, and then you come back and you move into a neutral living space. So they set you up with your own, so that way you're not on someone else's home turf.
Right.
It's just to get a sense of how you live together.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
how
you
these shows
spend,
do it. Yeah.
And then you spend 2 months living with each other. And at the end of the 2 months, you decide whether to get married or stay married or get divorced.
But you're legally married.
You're legally married.
Yeah, it's like a
like
real
this
marriage.
is your
Do they
wife.
pay for the divorce? Like,
Probably
will the
Probably
production?
not.
You
will the
sign. So I've actually read into it. So you're signing a prenup
Right.
before you get married.
I would,
So
I would
there's-
hope at the least.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're doing that,
The divorce rate's pretty high on this show.
I could
Of course
imagine.
it is.
I could
Of
imagine.
course
just-
it is. Oh, it's a
you-
blind
The
date
divorce
wedding.
rate is high when you know somebody for 20 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I can only imagine when you're
This is
meeting
a
somebody for the
blind
first
date
time.
wedding.
Yeah.
This is
And it is so wild. You just watch people. Almost everybody eventually falls in hate with each other.
yeah.
Like it starts off super friendly and you're
Yeah.
excited and you're on your honeymoon and they're setting you up doing cool shit. But then you go back into the real world and back to your job.
Yeah.
So you either you see people fall in hate almost immediately or you see it get dragged out over a few weeks.
Yeah.
Do they get set up with a matchmaker before all this happens?
Right. So
Do you watch that happen? Like, do they like?
Yeah, I think
show-
the
you
first two
can. So
episodes are-
so the first couple episodes are kind of you don't even have to watch them. So it's
Okay.
I usually start on the third episode where the weddings start, so you get to know the couples. But all the wedding episodes are boring.
Because the first two are the matchmakers meeting everyone
Right.
and coming up
Well,
with these
because
pairings.
immediately I'm like,
Yeah.
well, if it's for TV, wouldn't the matchmakers kind of want to not match you up with somebody that you get along with?
Well,
I'm
I
sure that
gotta
is
tell
a
you,
degree. I'm sure that is.
their success rate isn't high.
So the match, yeah.
From
So
what
maybe
I've
that's
seen.
true then. Yeah.
I just watched a season where literally not one couple stayed together, including the couple that got pregnant during the 2 months.
So those matchmakers are ass. The matchmakers are ass.
yeah, but it's a pretty impossible task.
True, but also like
Like-
okay. So I'm comparing it to. Do you guys watch Love on the Spectrum? Or have
Yes.
you watched Love? I love Love on
Favorite.
the Spectrum. Love that show.
No, this
but
podcast is on the spectrum.
I feel like that show kind of does that with the matchmaking. Like sometimes I think that they clearly set up two people who
Yeah.
would not get along just to get some good TV out of it,
Right,
and I
for
don't
sure.
love that. I think the whole show is so wholesome. Anybody who's like, they're like exploiting, that's like a weird take to me. I think if you watch the show, it's like incredibly wholesome.
Yes.
But that one thing I do find very weird is that they clearly match up two people together.
Right.
They want to make good TV moments.
Right.
Like, I mean,
When
that's-
Which I don't love because it's like then it's at the expense of the autistic.
In that show, yeah, I agree with you. In that show,
Remember when they
specifically,
set up? I think it was they set up Madison, maybe.
Oh, my
with,
God.
With the dude.
That's
with
the one I'm think- that is the
earphones,
one that I
and
think
he
of.
Just kept putting his head on the. She would ask him a question. She like what's your favorite animal? And he would be like, oh God, this bitch.
It's like doing a podcast with Ken.
Just be like, and then
That's the one I'm thinking of. That's like the match that like shines because
Yeah.
I was so uncomfortable. I felt so bad for her.
Right. Like,
Watching. How
the
do you not?
matchmakers knew that was going to happen to her.
I know.
Yeah.
You see the girl for 3 seconds and you know that she's like out. She says I'm outgoing,
Yeah.
I'm talkative, and then they put her with somebody who is like pretty much nonverbal and very
Right.
sensitive to like noises and everything.
Right.
Like, why would you? Who set
because
this
they
up?
wanted that. They wanted that
They
moment
wanted the moment.
of him laying
They
his
wanted
head
the
down and
moment.
she was like,
Yeah. But that's the moment when I think of. So I wonder if that show does it. Just for
I think
some
every
good
show
TV,
does
you
it.
know?
I'm thinking about I just had this conversation with my wife where I think we were watching Ultimatum. So that's a Netflix show where you arrive as a couple
Okay.
to this set, and this is fucking
you arrive as a
hilarious.
couple.
I have to also just say it is so funny to think about both you guys individually, just like watching these dating
when
shows.
these two dating shows that I watch, and now he got me on this third one. But these two dating, Love Is Blind, and
I've never seen Love Is Blind. I'm
Love
safe
Is Blind
from
and
Love Is
Ultimatum.
Blind.
They're both of the Netflix world. They're both hosted by the Lachey's, Nick Lachey and Vanessa.
What?
Yeah, and Vanessa Lachey, by the way,
Ken goes,
is this train wreck who has meltdowns while she's hosting. It's one of the best
I
parts
didn't know
of
they
the
were still
show.
alive.
Oh, it's fantastic. That part of it's
They
fantastic.
host every third show on Netflix.
Yeah, they're the
Really?
host of all the
Yes.
dating shows.
This is
But-
news to me. I'm out of the dating show.
They are. So I found this one. I like just put it on. I was like, all right, this seems silly to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a reality show guy, and I was like, this is fucking great. The first episode of Love Is Blind, and like I had to beg Sarah to watch this. I was like, I'm the biggest chick
you
in my
guys-
house during Love Is Blind. I'm like, we have to watch. The second it's released, I'm like, snacks. We're fucking
my
watching this.
God.
We're binging this shit. I
Y'all
get
are
so
gay.
excited.
You guys are gay.
This is the gayest thing about
guys
me.
are gay, man.
I recently had a cousin
I
tell
love
me
it.
that my dog's
I
that
love
my
it.
dog's name is gay. She was like, your dog's name is Honey, and that's pretty gay. And I was like, that's the least gay thing about me.
Yeah.
I was like, my daughter paints my nails.
Come over, watch
and
Ultimatum.
I'm watching Love Is Blind. But Ultimatum. So Ultimatum is one where you arrive as a couple. So imagine you are
Okay.
in a long relationship. One of them wants the other one to get engaged, and one of them is holding out. So they give them an ultimatum.
How are you going?
Right, just break up.
What
is
are
the
you
point.
doing? Yeah.
Break up.
The fuck?
How's this? Go to couples therapy.
Yeah.
Or do the
Some of, them
fuck?
some of them you'll hear like we've been to couples therapy.
If you're going on a show, I assume this is where it's going. Is like now you bring in probably other people where you have to like.
a bunch of couples all
Yeah,
meet each other
so,
and then
like-
they pick each other.
Yeah, and then
So
and then
break up.
You
They're
break,
trial marriages.
You have a trial marriage. You break up with your current. You pick someone else to live with, and you do that for a week or two, and then you go back and live with your ex for a week or two.
and you have a trial
decide.
marriage with your ex to see, like you have a comparable 2 weeks with a new person or your
None
ex.
of this ever needs to be on television. by the way.
This I hate any. If you are the type of person to sign up for one of those shows,
Yeah.
I hope you die.
You know what's so funny about that is
I hope you
saw
die- I hope you
Love
die
Is
soon. I hope
Blind
you
is
die.
doing in New York, and I was like, "Will they take?" I was gonna send it to Secoli. I was gonna be like, "You should go on Love Is Blind."
I would love. I always said like growing up too. I mean, like in the 2000s,
Love Is
and,
Blind
whatever.
specifically.
Real World. That was like obviously the
Yes.
kind of the one of the earlier
Yeah.
reality shows that was everywhere. I was always like, I would love to be on one of these shows. But
Real World is
as I got older, I was
fantastic.
like, Real World was probably the last chance a guy who looked like me ever had to be on one of these shows. There is no shot.
Real World. There was always a
There's
Waldo.
always a guy who is like as ugly and weird as I am, but I have no shot on any reality show from like
No.
2020 on.
You could do.
Love on the Spectrum.
You.
I could maybe there's those guys. That's probably the only one left
when
for
you
me.
walk in for the audition, just go like this, and they'll be like, "That's our
That's
guy."
our guy.
I really thought about it. I saw
You
Love-
could do Married at First Sight. Are
You
you
think?
ready to marry a stranger? Do you think?
No,
Are you?
I'm not married. I would be ready to marry somebody if I knew them for 15 years, let alone a few
Do
like
you think it's
days.
time to settle down with a total stranger?
You know, it probably is. I think actually this year, I think this June was, I think 11 years single, 11 or 12 years single for.
Damn, dude.
Where's my camera? Hey, yo, what's good? 12 years single. What's good? My name is Waldo. I'm 36 years old. Can't commit.
Dude, you would be great on Love Is Blind.
I would love to be on one of those shows just because I think the dynamic of like an insane person like me would just be so
They're
so
all
different.
insane. There's nobody on these shows.
Yeah, but they're insane.
isn't
But they're insane and hot, Ken.
No, they're not
Not all-
all
no, they're
hot.
not always
Not all
hot.
of
Really?
these shows
They're not always
consist
hot.
of all hot people.
Anytime I
you
see.
could, you could do 90 Day Fiance and not change a thing about you.
Okay,
Well,
also
you'll be the
that doesn't make me
foreigner.
feel
You'll
better
be the
that you
foreigner.
guys are also agreeing with me and not being attractive.
Somehow you're the foreigner, though. you're
That actually,
you trick
I realized I said it, and then the fact that you guys were like, "Oh no, but you could still like look as ugly as you do
yeah.
all the time."
I'm telling you, they would accept you.
I'm not gonna like blow smoke up your ass and tell you can go on
I'm The Bachelor.
like the match, perfect match.
True, yeah.
Yeah,
Bachelor's
or The
always hot
Bachelor.
people.
But there is reality TV for. I don't think you're any worse looking than any of us.
Yeah, right.
Really?
The Bachelor, a little worse looking than I am, but like, the Bachelor is full of models, right? Those are models. That's like they're
True,
too
Bachelor's
beautiful.
always. But I feel like any clip I saw of like Love Is Blind, I feel like most of those people are like
There's
pretty.
a lot of hot people, but there's a lot of really not hot people, and then
Okay.
and that's why you have those reactions. You get a lot of people who like almost look good, but then they got like snaggletooth or like, you know, yeah, there you go. No, you know what I mean. Like you get a lot of people who are like from far away, and you can even see because the door's open. And they're like, "Oh, all right," and then they get closer, and they're like, It's that picture's getting worse as I'm getting closer.
Love is Blind. They don't marry right after they meet.
They get engaged. So they date a bunch of people through a wall. It's all marriage based. Like
That's what I thought. I thought I remember there's like a marriage
They
angle.
meet a bunch of people through a wall. They go in one room, the other person's on the other room, and then eventually the guy
glory
will pick
hole
which
involved.
one he. Yeah, right.
That would be sick. Just a
How
glory.
amazing would that be?
They're like, this isn't a show where there's like competitions or anything, right? Like you don't win things to like see your partner.
There's not like mini
games or something.
No, there's not. But like
this week you earned a glory hole for your partner. That would be sick. That'd be like a sick.
But that would be a deciding factor because then you could be like good
That's
or
what I'm
bad.
saying.
Because they can't. I think they even avoid talking about like race or like physical attributes. Like I think they're
avoid
supposed to
that.
not
They don't do
supposed
that.
to, because it's supposed to completely be
Yeah,
personality
that's
based,
fair.
which kind of makes sense. If you're gonna do it halfway, like why
Yeah.
describe yourself? There was this one season where the girl who really looked nothing like her said, "Some people tell me I look like Megan Fox."
Oh yeah.
And
think
she
I've
did
seen-
not look like
I
Megan
think
Fox.
I've seen this
She was a-
clip on TikTok.
She's
as
a
well.
normal looking
Yeah.
person. She wasn't like a hideous person.
She
or
looked
anything.
more like Michael J. Fox.
No.
That's good.
But she was a regular looking person, but like, she said
You say
Megan Fox.
yeah.
And this guy and it was a fucking nightmare from the second they met because he was like, she said she looked like Megan Fox.
He like can't get it out of
He
him.
was trying to, because he had such a she said it early on.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's why he picked her.
Maybe she was like, I look like Megan Fox's brother.
Yeah, maybe the audio.
And he turned
There's all
down
technical
and
difficulties.
that guy turned down
Tough to a wall,
turned down this actual beautiful person, like the person who he like didn't go with was like the supermodel looking woman.
Yeah.
And then he went with the Megan Fox
That's on him.
That's
yeah.
on him. You pick somebody's personality. That's what you get, dude.
Yeah, and then the whole time he's like, she really is, like they do the confessional after they meet.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, she's great, she's really beautiful. I mean, I don't know, you really look at Megan Fox, like
Do
is that
they-
really? And then you're like, and then slowly you find out that that's the whole thing for him.
Do they? Is there like a house that they live in? Like, what's the?
Then they all get apartments like that. Same
Angle.
thing. All these shows will then give them apartments. The
Oh,
only
I mean,
Show to
when-
go on if you're homeless, I feel like.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
they'll be here's an
Yeah,
apartment
they
for
live
a
in two
month.
different
Yeah.
apartments.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
That'd be great.
Ultimatum's wild because they're all in the same building, and like there was one season where they were like, I think I hear my significant other having sex.
So
upstairs.
wait, that's what I'm saying. So do they?
Like, beds creaking.
Are like where they film? Is it all like one giant house?
Yeah. With
It's
married,
like
at,
apartments.
married at
Apartment.
First Sight, they go from city to city. So like one season's in Chicago. The
Okay.
one I'm watching now is
Love is
Seattle.
Blind is different city. Is what does that matter?
They do
How
it by city.
They do.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
'cause
want
at the end they
people
have
to
to
live
be-
near each
Okay.
other. Because if you're actually going to be married, you can't
Okay.
be like from across the country.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, I live in this city. Like they'll be in the same state at least, and then
Okay.
they'll figure out.
and then
like,
I guess they rent out an apartment building or
yeah, because
you know,
most of these people are like in marketing and they have like real jobs.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like they're clearly trying to be famous, but
Yeah,
it's that's the other thing of all this stuff. It's like depending who's going on the show, unless you're an absolute psychopath or you want to be famous.
Yeah.
right. Like those are going to be the two deciding
both.
factors. Right. So I think you should go.
Yeah, I'm both of those. I'm both of those things actually. So I think I'd fit.
I
in
thought
quite
of
well.
Sigourney
I
the other
bet
day.
you do good on those shows.
You and Sigourney would both do good because through the wall, you would be like probably two of the most talkative, charming
all
people
I
there.
have is personality. Right. That's like all that I have.
No, you guys would do.
You're too
you'd
hard
kill
on
it.
yourself.
No,
You're not a bad looking dude.
I'm not hard enough.
and
on myself.
you're funny.
This is also me toned down for a podcast.
You've said worse.
I've said
you've said
way
worse on our
worse.
show.
Every day I'm looking in the mirror saying way worse to myself. I wake up and just you
I
fucking.
feel like we got to work on
How
that.
aggressive is it? How aggressive is your hate toward
It's
yourself?
it's bad. I just stared at myself the other day in the mirror for like a half hour, just looking at my shirtless, just like, what are you doing? You're a fat fucking loser. The air went off as soon as we lost an ambient
The
sound.
air
as soon
really
as I
came
said
out of the
that.
room. when you
Wow.
said that.
Sorry, was that too real? Is this supposed to be funny? A funny podcast or no?
I will
Self-help.
just put a shirt on in that moment.
No, I don't know.
I act like that's a different person.
I live
saying
in
that to
the-
me, and I'm like, I'm gonna just not walk around that person without my shirt.
I just live in the despair. I
Yeah,
think.
of course.
I just live in the.
Do you think a part of you also, even though it's not great, it also thrives off the despair. Because we've talked about this a little bit. Like, I feel like there's a part of me that likes the torture a little bit, but not actually. But there's part of me that feels like I wouldn't even know what to do if it wasn't there.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like it's always, I guess, been a part of who I am. So like, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like this past 3 months again, like have been so bad, and like I looked into like being better. It's been like,
oh, thank God.
you know.
I
But
thought you were gonna say assisted suicide.
no, but if you guys know anybody, I'm so down.
No, we don't want that. You're a good guest.
Yeah. Well,
You're a good guest on this podcast.
thanks. That's all I have. You're
Just because someone just
I'm
needed
also
him right now with that baseball bat over there.
I'm also one of like the only like 3 returning guests, I guess, that you guys have at this point. So I guess it's not me.
Hey, but Sicoli will always return.
That is true.
You return sometime.
What a slut.
He is such a little
such
slut.
a little slut.
But you
That's a good point, though. I don't know. I never really. I've like thought about it. I've like tried.
yeah.
You got to train your brain to not do that.
Man, it is so hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, for
Yeah.
people who do that, it's years of therapy. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
It's not easy to change your mentality. Like, however you're wired, or you feel like you're wired,
Yeah.
or whatever your perception is of yourself. That's like decoding. Like, you have to like
For
really.
sure. And like I know that medication is probably helpful.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I've
never done it. I am pretty anti-medication.
Why?
So that was my point, though. Do you think that, because you've asked me this, do you think that therapy and medication will take something away that you're afraid to lose or something?
I don't think that's even the angle of it. I think for me, I never want to rely on anything. And
Yeah.
I know in this case, it's like for the better. I get that. But also it makes it feel really, for me, trust me, I've had many a breakdown about this. But
Yeah.
I think needing medication for me like feels more real. Like, wow, I'm so not okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That
it puts an extra stigma on your own perception.
I need
Dude.
something to change.
Everybody,
Yeah, everyone does that.
everybody's on it. I'm on it.
Yeah.
And do you think probably the most chill person I know?
True.
Right? Like if he's
True.
I'm on it, and this shit works.
yeah.
Yeah. I
And by
know.
it, he
We
means
got
mushrooms.
to get you turned. No, don't do much. Well,
It's also
don't
been
do
like
mushrooms.
so-
You haven't tried
I'm
anything.
kidding about that.
I said, let me think about this.
It hasn't been
Just
so.
when you said it, I didn't know what you meant.
But that is real. Like, you know, I've never drank. I've never
Right?
smoked
No, I know.
anything, so
That's
there
why
is,
I was like, mushrooms
so
might
is
not
that part
be
of it?
the.
You're afraid to like.
I've never wanted to rely on anything.
on any substance.
Like on any sort of substance. So
Yeah.
to me, not that it, you know, obviously it's in a different category. It's not the same as, you know, drugs or alcohol, but it is still a level of like dependency on
Yeah.
something that I think that's always just been a complicated relationship
I
with
get
me,
that.
I guess. But again, it just makes it feel real, I think. And like sometimes it's,
yeah, but isn't it real right now?
yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, what you just said was pretty
Yeah.
real in a way that sounds
But it's
worse.
also like,
But do you want it? Do you want to be dating?
will it get me on Love is Blind?
I mean, I don't.
Well, I wanna be-
both scenarios can get you on Lowe's Blind
True.
for different reasons.
Like, do I have to be mentally stable to be on Love is Blind? No, right? Probably.
No,
Okay,
no, you
perfect.
don't
No.
have. You
So then I'm going to stay off of them.
Yeah, no, if your goal is to get on reality television, stay off of
Stay
meds.
off. Stay off.
If your goal is to like maybe start feeling better about yourself,
Dude,
maybe do them.
Love is Blind, my ass talking to the wall could get so dark. Like on the other side.
I know, they're all gonna be calling
You're gonna
911.
forget the person's there
I'm going to start just
because the wall is
self-harming against the
The
wall.
wall also has like a light effect on it, and it's kind of like warps.
Oh my
a
god,
little bit.
you see a silhouette of me hanging
Jesus.
behind the wall. It's like, hello?
like the Wizard
Hello?
of Oz. Like,
Yeah. Like in the very back.
so
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, Love is Blind is an
Oh,
option. I guess.
And there's just some girl on the other side of the wall. Nonverbal.
That would be great. That'd be a great blend. Love is Blind and Love on a Spectrum get together. Just two autistic people talking through a wall.
Yeah, but what the nonverbal person would have nothing. To do with
That's
it.
why it'd be even better. Just an autistic person talking to a wall for for 30 minutes.
Oh, that could be
there?
a good Love is
And they don't
Blind type
realize
game.
that
Like
right by the wall is dead.
nonverbal or suicide. And then you have to guess.
Immediately they'd be like, I'd get
Yeah.
clocked pretty easy. I shouldn't be on that show, I think.
There's this really great thing that happens on Love is Blind when someone gets mad at the person they're talking to, and the other person doesn't know if they left or not because they're just being silent.
Oh, that's funny.
It happens like a few times a season where eventually things get heated, or they said something offensive, or they, whatever, like, or they reveal. This happens a lot.
Yeah.
They reveal, oh, I'm still dating one other person. I'm still trying to figure out my options, and the other one's like confessing their love, and they're like,
Yeah, I
well,
hate
I'm
anybody who
still
signs up
trying
for
to do this. And then that person will just go silent, and the other person's like,
Hello?
are you there? Are you
Just getting
and then they're trying to signal to producers. They're like, is he still?
getting ghosted in real time is so funny.
Yeah.
Just with somebody on there. So you can see a silhouette like the whole time.
It's not a silhouette of the person. There's like it's a wall that's got some sort of digital light warping effect on it.
A silhouette would be so funny.
It's not because then you would get an idea of the person's physical appearance to a degree.
Yeah, to
At
a
least
degree. You
tall,
could probably get,
short,
like,
fat,
height,
skinny,
yeah. True.
hair,
I would do so many bits if there was a silhouette. I would do like Austin Powers, and he's like through the tent, like
Yeah,
grabbing.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
do so many.
Right.
I couldn't be on that show. I would do way too many bits.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, Waldo's going down the escalator
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Meanwhile, they don't even see it.
just him cracking
You just
up.
literally see me like walking down. Like we know you're not even. It doesn't even look like anything from this angle at all.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm
But
watching
then you
that.
got to propose to a wall, which is hilarious. You have to like get on a knee in front
Oh,
of the
they do
wall.
it. They do it between the wall.
Yeah.
I thought they do when they meet.
No, then they meet after. And they officially give them the ring, but they propose in front of the wall. Because that's how they choose, and that's the only person they meet.
I can't do.
Oh, and here's the funny thing.
I
what
can't do this.
You know what I do love about that show?
What's that?
It's watching these people and they're like so convinced they have such a deep connection
Yeah.
through this wall, and you see them saying in the confessionals,
This
doesn't
is
matter
cra-
to me
Yeah,
what
this
she
is
looks
crazy.
like.
Yeah.
This is for sure my soulmate.
Yeah.
And then you see them see each other for the first
Yeah,
time.
it's amazing.
And you see like,
Like I was willing to forgive some ugly, but that's too much ugly.
Yeah.
There was this like Indian couple, and the guy was such a fucking goofball.
Did their parents arrange for them to meet through
it's kind of
Love is
weird.
Blind?
And but the guy was such a goofball, and he went the opposite way. He was so unattracted to her, but the second he saw her, he started exaggerating how attracted he was to the point where it was like obvious. He was like, "Oh my god, oh my!" And he was like rubbing her like out, like he's like making an hourglass figure. Like, he's like, "You're amazing."
Like,
and
too
then
much.
it's like after a while, like I mean, right away you realize something's wrong, but then you realize like his whole problem with her is that he just thought she was ugly.
Yeah, that's gross.
It's pretty fucked up. But then one of the other funny things that happened is like now they all pair off, then they all have like a big bar lounge meetup thing, and they start seeing the other people they had connections with and realizing, oh, that person was pretty hot. Like then they start seeing all the ones that they actually now know are hotter that
Right.
they had maybe connections
Right.
with. So that's a whole other ripple to like how fucked up it is.
I mean, if you guys want, I'll go on the show.
I want you
yeah,
to go.
let's get you married to a stranger.
There is
I think that's
you
what
guys
could,
want.
maybe could change things around for you as a wife
You think
that you've never.
I never met?
What do you think though? Love at first sight or Love is Blind? What's
do you guys-
what's better
what's
for
best for
Waldo?
me?
I think. I'm thinking of you and Sicoli. Like I'm thinking of both of you.
My God, dude, it's always Sicoli on your mind.
Yeah,
like
it's always-
I'm right in front of you. I'm here.
But are you?
I wish I wasn't. Unfortunately, I am.
No, but I think
We've all made mistakes.
I think
wound
Love
us
is
up
Blind
here.
maybe is better for you because I feel
Which
like
one?
Love is Blind for you.
Okay,
Because I feel
confirmed
like
ugly. No, it's fine. No, keep going. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
no. Either
It's
way,
fine.
there's a reveal of the person. That doesn't.
Oh,
take
they're
that
both.
away.
You don't see them in either of the shows.
Well, the other one you actually just
meet them
You
in
even
there. Okay.
you learn their name on the altar,
True.
which is funny.
True.
I thought they kiss at the end.
True.
They have vows that they've written up basically about themselves.
Yeah.
Real? Wait, what?
No, it's like
I love it-
Yeah,
love
they
it
have
first sight.
that-
Definitely
they-
ChatGPT
I thought
working
you meant
overtime.
Married at
100%.
first sight.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, married.
some of them
Oh,
have
married.
said that.
ChatGPT
Yeah,
definitely working
some
overtime.
of them have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
How do you write vows? Like
For somebody you don't
Yeah.
even know. Yeah.
well, it's like
I vow to be.
I promise
So
to
stupid.
Yeah. I
not
promise to be
hate
this.
you in 2 weeks, even though I probably will.
Yeah, I would be out of those two. I would be more okay with Love Is Blind.
I think Married at First
You have
Sight
a
would be
chance to
good
pick
for you
someone.
though, because Married at First Sight, there's women out there looking for dudes like you. So when they're like, I want somebody funny, I want somebody quirky, I want somebody that doesn't take life too, then
Still
they're
didn't
like,
say how
oh, this
attractive
fucking
I am.
guy
Well, I
Waldo.
guess
Still
how
didn't
much
say how attractive I
how
am.
much of a gamble do you want? It's a different level of gamble. Love Is Blind. At least you get to form the connections. This one is like maybe you don't want the work. Maybe you want them to do the work for you.
No, I need to at least know.
You got to at least
something.
know. Then Love Is Blind is better for you.
Yeah, I don't.
I think Love Is Blind is an incredibly toxic show, but it's probably better than that in the sense that you make some sort of decision
Right.
yourself.
Both are terrifying.
Married at First Sight is like the life cycle of a first marriage in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like marriage, honeymoon,
You move in.
slowly fall in hate,
Dating at the same time. Yeah, it's like everything.
divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just they boil it down to 8
Yeah,
weeks.
just really quick.
Instead of 2 to 15
I mean, at some
years.
point, if every season ends with all these people divorced, who's going on that show anymore?
I just watched a season where one of the couples made it
Or
out.
one of them.
They made it out.
The numbers are
and they're
abysmal.
still married.
You made it sound like they're in prison.
Yeah.
They made it out.
No, but Love Is Blind has some success. Like, there's people that are together still.
Yeah.
From Love Is Blind.
So across, I think there's 20 something seasons of Married
20?
at First Sight.
Is
I
there
think
really
I think
that
it's
many?
I don't know that it's been on for 20 years or if it's where they do
3
2 a year
seasons
or
a
something.
year or something. Yeah.
But
yeah. The show's so big that they end up putting like 3
in
seasons out.
25 seasons, I think I read there's 11 marriages that have stuck.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
That's not a lot at all.
there's like 5 couples in each season.
Yeah.
That's like that's like Hell's Kitchen.
It's like a 10%
level of non-success rate. Yeah. That's pretty rough.
That's I mean, who would go on that show? There's no way your marriage works out if you go on that show.
I mean, there's no way.
But that's why it's a good show.
Also, you're
Entertaining.
going on that show for a reason to begin with, is because you probably have a lot of problems in relationships. So you think that meeting somebody from the jump is
That's what nobody can
Right.
ever clearly explain what they're doing on that show.
really?
Nobody and they
From what I've
explain
seen so
it,
far,
but
you're right.
You're
They-
never
They're never like, I'm here because I've been
It's
divorced a few times.
I'm here because my picker is off and I just need somebody
all the same
that
answer.
knows what I want, but it's okay, but you
There's
can still
something
go
missing.
see a match. You
yeah.
can
There's
still,
something bigger.
You could still
Yeah.
have somebody do this without getting married
It's
to a stranger.
usually
Right.
age wise. It's usually like an older people.
No.
Or no. Like what's the age?
I have seen from 20s to 60s.
Okay.
Oh, really? I
And,
think everyone in Chicago
like,
is in their 30s or something.
Hot people.
Yeah.
Some of them. Not
Yeah.
In
every
Chicago,
couple.
there's some attractive
Yes.
people.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
The Carla is.
Oh, yeah,
Did
she's-
you get to her?
Yeah,
She's a
yeah.
Mexican.
She's
girl.
beautiful.
Smoke show.
All I know is I just watched the wedding part, and I'm like, she's gonna ruin this guy's life. I have a feeling she's got such a giant personality, and she's really beautiful, and he's very pragmatic, and I'm like, this is just like a situation where someone's like that fiery Latina
get
that
bad.
ruined your life. This is that story. This is gonna
Yeah.
be his story. You just see it coming
Yeah.
just from they met at the altar, and she was like, oh, too much for him already.
Right.
Hi, my name's Carla, and it was like Carla.
Yeah.
My name's Carla,
Damn. That's scarier.
and they were both Latin, so it was like, oh, they have a cultural connection.
Yeah.
But you could just tell she's gonna ruin his life. I just know it already.
Love Is Blind is more up my speed. I think.
All right. I'm trying to
I know
also
you tried
think-
pitching. You really
I
want
also think
marriage.
Love Is Blind is so big that it is also probably a good career move.
Okay.
It's a good one.